And my name is John, and you're listening to Schmovie. This was supposed to be the big year in review episode where Ronald and Steve and I would talk about our favorite movies of the year, but because we needed a little bit of extra time to see some more movies before we made our final decisions, because this is something we all take way too seriously. You know what I'm talking about, Henry? Mm-hmm. We thought it might be good to have another person step in this week and talk about their favorite movies of 2013, and that person is, as you already have heard, Henry. Henry, thank you for being on the show this week.
You're welcome.
Now, we were talking right before this about the movies you saw this year, and I know that you were having a hard time remembering all of them. So you want to maybe we'll just talk about some movies. I'll just name some movies, and then you can tell me what you thought of them, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with Iron Man 3.
Yeah, I was wanting to start with that one too. Well, you know what I thought was a really good part? When he sent all of his suits to fight all the bad guys. That was a really good part. And there was nobody in those suits. That's what I thought was really cool. Don't you think that would be cool?
That was a pretty cool part, I agree. Okay, another movie that we saw. Now, you know this movie as Giant Robots versus Giant Monsters, but it's actually called Pacific Rim. What did you think of Pacific Rim?
Instead of being like one robot, the city is attacked by monsters. I thought it was cool that there was a whole army of robots. They had to save the day, but it took for a while. It took a lot of work. But they saved the day because they just needed to have all their might to destroy the monsters. I thought that was a really good movie.
Do you remember before we saw that movie, I asked you who you thought was going to win, robots or monsters? And you said monsters. But then when you saw the movie, you turned to me and you said, I hope the monsters don't win, because you saw that the monsters were kind of evil.
Which movie do you want to talk about
now? Let's see. What other movies did you see this year? What did you think of 12 Years a Slave?
I think the book is better.
You little hipster.
Mm-hmm.
What about Despicable Me 2?
Yeah, that one was, you know what was a really good part? I liked when Gru realized that Lucy was captured. That was when they pretty much really meet each other.
So when they first met, they didn't get along, and then they started to like each other. But do you mean when they started to like each other, like really like each other?
Yeah, I'm talking like that.
Like Han Solo and Princess Leia. You think they're in love?
Yes, I totally do.
Another movie we saw that I think you liked was Monsters University. We saw that too.
Yeah, and remember, Mike was sad and he went away, but remember, I liked that Sully stand up and went after him to get him back. The only way to do it was to tell the truth.
So which movie did you like better, Monsters, Inc. or Monsters University?
I think I like Monsters University better when they're friends. When they become friends.
What about Despicable Me or Despicable Me 2? Which one do you like better?
I think I kind of like 2 too.
So you like sequels?
And I always wanted to know how Mike and Sully became friends. And then there was a movie about it. Oh, remember one of the movies that we forgot to talk about? That Hobbit movie.
Yeah, The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug.
They should have left the dragon in peace.
You think they should have left the dragon alone?
You know why? Because I think so. Because I think the dragon was supposed to be there.
You think he was supposed to be there? But we saw how he came and took over and ran them out of their home.
If I was Bilbo, I would be too worried about that dragon. You know what I would do? I would be like really quiet. I would be quiet, quiet as a little mouse. And I would totally wake up that dragon. I would be like, and hide like before, like hide in like that big pile of gold. Wouldn't you?
I don't know that I would even go in there, but I guess if I went in there, the only thing you can do is hide in the gold. Were you surprised that the movie ended the way it did?
Yeah, well, the really sad ending, really looked like that dragon was going to just put that village on fire.
Mm-hmm. So what was your favorite movie out of all those movies we just talked about? What movie did you like best this year?
You know what? You know what I think was the best one?
What?
I think the Bilbo one is best because I think I already watched the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. One day we could have had, did them all in order. Do the Bilbos and then move over to the Frodos and Sams and Merry and Pippins.
Who do you think is the best of the hobbits? Who's your favorite hobbit?
My favorite hobbit is Sam.
Yeah. Up top.
Your favorite Sam?
Who else could it possibly be? Sam's the coolest.
You know what I mean? Because he's the one that knocked out the orc and saved Frodo.
Oh, he saves Frodo so many times.
Yeah, and also he saved Frodo from Gollum.
Constantly.
And also, you know what? He also saved Frodo from that ginormous spider.
He sure did.
Sam, he's pretty clever.
Yeah, he
for
is.
For a little hobbit.
Sam's not my favorite hobbit. You are.
I'm not even a hobbit.
You sure seem like one. Well, anyway, thanks for doing the show with me today, Henry. As a wrap-up, The Hobbit was your favorite movie of the year?
Yeah, because I think it's more new, because those other ones were a little last...
It's totally last week. In other words, you like sequels and you really like whatever the last movie you saw was.
Yeah, because that's pretty much the newest movie.
Well, normally we have music at the end of the show. Will you help me out with the music? I thought we might hum some music from Lord of the Rings as our close today. Is that good? Bum, 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 ba ba bum, ba ba bum, ba ba bum, ba ba bum. Hey folks, I just wanted to give you one more reminder that next week's episode is our year in review, where we run down the best films of 2013. And as usual, we would love to hear your voice alongside ours. So please, do everyone a favor. Call in. Our Google Voice line is 443-330-2462. We just need a message with your name, your favorite movie of 2013, and a brief reason why. As long as you don't reveal any state secrets or blab anything weirdly personal, we will include your voicemail in the actual episode itself. It's a lot of fun. We do it every year, and we look forward to hearing your preferences. Once again, that is 443-330-2462. Call in and make our day. Bye! Oh, Sam, I'm so glad you're here with me.
Mr. Frodo!